Hello, and welcome back to more Thornkeep.
Yay.
Third week in a row. Yeah, third week in a row. This is a bit unusual, but
Back to back.
I'm
Yeah.
good with it.
it's pretty awesome. All right. For those who will be joining on YouTube, I am once again Caleb, alias Shadow Toa, the DM for this series. And with me, I have the usual three players who will introduce themselves in no particular order.
Woo! I'm playing Magdalena, who is right now, level 2.25 occultist.
I am Joel Darth Elmo, and I am playing Dr. Franklin Devino.
I am Robin Komodori, and I am playing Pavla Torgovnik, the Ratfolk Rogue.
And joining these three, we have a brand new fourth player joining us. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Hannah, tag Mystery Element.
And I think you're muted.
Nope, I can.
No, I can hear.
Oh, she is muted.
Because you're in the same room.
Yep, that's right. I'm going to have to go ahead and unmute you and be very confused.
My character name is Jing Yoon. I will be playing Zen Archer. A dwarf
Nice.
Zen Archer.
Yeah.
And Unchained.
Yep.
Oh yes, Unchained. Important distinction.
Yes. For anyone wondering, that is a archer ranged archetype of the monk class.
Yes, and
Just so you have a general idea of how that works.
And I am thrilled to see how this turns out.
She has flurry of bows.
Yes, and everyone will notice I don't actually have a little icon because of computer issues. So I'm technically here, but
Yeah.
not.
But not really.
Yeah.
Oh, not really. This is a tentative presence.
Yeah, the computer situation is being worked on, and hopefully we'll be able to jump on the server in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, so last week,
robbed.
in fact, yes,
Yep.
you guys arrived at Daggermark, did a little bit of research, and then Dr. Devino's assistant, Lucy. Oh dear, I should pull up her character sheet.
Ford.
Yeah, Lucy Ford. No, I that's more just me remembering. Oh shoot, she does stuff. I should pull that up. Yeah. Lucy Ford was accosted and roughed up a bit by two half-orcs that Pavla recognized as being from Thornkeep. The party dealt with the said half-orcs. Shortly before the guards arrived, they had a short talk with the guards, and then, after a lovely open discussion with the guards, someone snuck into their room and stole their map to a secret entrance into the dungeons. Yeah. Turns out the guards they encountered might not have been the best people to talk to about it. Joel, in what I can only describe as berserker rage, very driven individual, pursued them all the way up into the Echo Wood, as the rest of the party pursued well behind.
About a day behind.
Arriving at an inn just outside of the Echo Wood. Meanwhile, after getting himself... Dr. Franklin Devino did a great job of tracking the guards until he got into the wood itself.
And almost got chewed on by a spider.
Yes. Yeah.
I still state a 15 is a very decent roll.
It was a very decent roll. Yeah. He Yes, as Robin stated, he encountered a rather large spider. He made himself larger and dealt with it accordingly,
Oh.
and in the process of which saved a young girl who had been about to be nommed by it. Yes. So he has made his way back to where the others are. If we turn our attention to the map at the head of the table, you may notice it has changed now from a map of the River Kingdoms to one of the western edge of the Echo Wood and the surrounding lands beside it.
Oh, now I see.
So where are we at right now?
You guys, right now, are at Allegia's Crossing.
Okay. Oh, that's right, because we were going on the Crusader Road.
Oh, we're
Yes.
at a crossroads. Does anyone have a shovel?
Yes, that is where Magdalena, Pavla, and Lucy have gotten themselves.
Ah.
And Dr. Devino has just got him there.
I ordered him a drink.
Yes, that is correct. So, for this week, let's get introduced to let's have a quick scene introducing us to Hannah's character.
Woot.
Yes. As an adventurer of some years at this point.
Indeed.
Years, you would say? Months? How long?
I would say years.
Cool.
At least that is the impression I had of my own character.
Cool.
Yes.
You have been traveling around looking for work. Your travels eventually took you to the lawless lands of the River Kingdoms, and specifically you found yourself in a small town called Thornkeep. On this, you've stayed here for a few days. The people here are very rural, at least the ones who are nice. The vast majority of these townsfolk are not.
Oh.
While some bandits would prefer not to give the game away too soon, these people apparently have no problem just appearing like bandits.
Oh. Alrighty.
Yes. On this particular day, you have been summoned to the Hall of the Blue Basilisks, a small mercenary company that has its headquarters within Thornkeep.
Alrighty.
Robin, while I'm doing this, could you get me some water, please?
Oh, sure.
Like my bottle from where you got the book might be good, actually.
Do I know anything about this mercenary group other than their prestigious name?
Yeah. You know that they are led by a swordswoman named Ariane Redderfin.
Okay, that's a pretty fantastic name.
Yeah, and it seems like the resident thieves and bandits and thuggery tend to leave them alone.
Okay, so they have a good presence in the city.
Yeah. Also, they have a handy-dandy notice board on the front of their guild hall with various jobs that they're helping people to get that they either don't have time for themselves or don't want to do themselves.
Oh, sounds right up my alley.
Yeah. In fact, no, I'm gonna. Yeah, you don't need a perception check for this. This is gonna catch your eye right away. One notice in particular, as you walk into the guild house, immediately jumps out at you. It's for 500 gold.
Oh, nice. What does it say?
All right. It says, Reward for information on missing person.
For 500 gold? Okay.
Yes. Inquire inside.
Oh, okay. So,
It does not name the missing person.
well, I suppose so, because otherwise everyone would be clamoring with some fake intel.
Hmm.
All right. I guess I shall inquire within.
Yes. All right. So you walk in, and um,
All right.
yeah, you see one. Yeah, you see one of Ariane's lieutenants there. She looks over. You're Jing, then.
Yes, that would be me.
Right. Hold on here for a minute. She walks off to the side. Ariane! Jing's here. Okay. From one of the rooms off to the side, Ariane steps out a couple of moments later. She still has some crumbs on her mouth. You imagine she's stepped out of the dining room.
I apologize if I have come at a bad time.
No, trust me. This is... yeah, I want this done as soon as possible.
Very well.
Um,
How
well,
may I lend my assistance then?
right. You know anything about a guy named Gaharl Silvercrown?
That name does not ring a bell.
Right. Okay. He's the son of a local couple. They're pretty much as close to old money as you can get in a backwater place like this.
Oh, is this the guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, please don't tell me this is the guy whose guts are currently in the street.
No.
No.
Okay, good.
No. Yeah. Were you able to watch the other streams?
Unfortunately not, because
Okay.
I tried to join in on the stream, and since I wasn't part of it, I couldn't mute Joel behind me.
Okay.
And it was literally making me sick.
Okay. Yeah. Aaron
You know
has.
nothing about this guy.
Yeah. Aaron has a wonderful note card on him that
Oh,
that
yeah.
hopefully you'll get a chance to see.
Oh, do I have out my competition? Yeah.
So yeah, she continues.
No, he's a great guy. I don't know what you're talking about.
She continues.
Still
Yeah, he's been missing for a few days. He came back from traveling abroad recently and decided that he was just going to go take on the halls under the hills
Oh,
Oh.
no.
on his own with ragtag group of people he managed to drudge up to follow him. More likely than not, he's dead, but the problem is his family have been getting on me day and night with mundane and magical means. I am getting no sleep, and I need this done. Hence the reward. It's a lot more than I would pay to find anyone, especially Silvercrown, but I just need someone to find him. Find his body, either bring his body back or his signet ring. If you find him alive, fine, bring him back alive, and we'll see and we'll see about if his family is willing to contribute a little extra for that.
What's his first name again, Caleb?
Gaharl.
Okay.
Gaharl.
Oh, I was pronouncing it Garl before. Whatever.
If I find him alive but unwilling to return with me, am I permitted to restrain this individual?
Yep. Kill him
or
dead and then bring
is
the
it
body
only
back.
within my
Just
realm
do what you
of-
have, Tim, to bring him back and get his family off my back.
Very well then. This I can do.
Right. Now, what? Yeah, I take it you've done some looking into the halls under the hills, or perhaps you're more familiar with calling them the accursed halls.
Oh. I've done a little bit of looking into it, not terribly much.
Yeah. Well, you should get yourself a group of people to go with you. Not too many people come through there. The mages at Golden Fire did recently, but I don't know what's up with those guys. I mean, hells, even the Pathfinder Society sent a group down here, and only one of them came back. He was scarred pretty bad.
Sounds
So make sure you get yourself a good group of people. That place is dangerous.
very well. I'll take a quick look around, see if I can find anyone willing to go on a escapade.
If you can't find
so
anyone
to
with,
speak.
if you can't find anyone in the city, you can always try the tavern at the crossroads, just outside of the wood. I believe it's called Eligia's Crossing. It's named after the lady who runs it.
Very well.
She used to be in your line of work, as a matter of fact.
That's so.
Hmm.
Perhaps I shall head that way. Sounds like a person I would enjoy encountering.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows? You might. Who knows? You might find maybe even a crusader or two to help you.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, unlikely. None of them are. Yeah. The only crusaders that ever stuck around are those blasted Hell Knights. So maybe it's best if you don't ask any of them to stay.
Fair enough, fair enough. Is there anything else I can do, or anything else I need to know?
She will give you a quick description of Gaharl.
Oh.
And yeah, I don't know if Joel can maybe like zoom in on the token or something, so that you can see it
Oh, I can just alt it.
in stream. He looks like that.
Look at him go!
Yeah.
Okay, Gaharl's. Oh, okay, so. He looks a little bit.
Foppish.
Yes!
I don't know what you're talking about. He's the best character.
He reminds me of a character from a show I'm watching right now, The Umbrella Academy, except in a suit of armor.
Yeah, and that suit of armor is flawless.
Absolutely flawless.
Yep. Alright, so you are taking the job?
I will. I shall.
Good.
It's a nice distraction.
Good. Maybe his family will at least lighten up on the constant requests.
Now I hope I can give you that kind of peace of mind. Be assured I
Thank
shall
you.
do everything I can to bring his person back here.
Alright.
Alright, I suppose I leave.
Yep.
Alright,
Okay.
I wish her a good day and exeunt, so to speak.
Okay, so yeah, you are going straight to Eligia's Crossing, or are you looking around Thornkeep first?
My initial instinct was to look around town, but at the mention of Alicia, I'd rather check that out first. And if I
Okay.
can't find anyone out there, I would head back to Thornkeep.
Cool. Okay, so you travel to Eligia's Crossing. Meanwhile, at said location...
Never do that again!
Wow. Lucy, in the meantime, is off to the side. It's all right, really. He's back. It's fine. She is almost unheard.
I am too busy paying attention to my new patient.
Ah, yes. Yes, he has wandered in with a adolescent to young teenage girl, who's looking a bit ragged, but otherwise pretty all right.
Pavla is trying not to jump to conclusions.
Ugh. Yeah. So do you guys talk? Do you explain anything? Does anyone explain anything? Do you guys rent a room for the night?
Sorry, I
What-
did
what-
not
what-
see the little one at first. Will she be wanting something too? I ordered you a drink, but food, drink. Will she be joining us?
Yeah, she does
Where
look.
did you get her?
She does look up. Thank you.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I need to change a push to talk setting.
Oh, sure. Yeah, she looks up. Thank you. I am really hungry.
Very good. We will provide, I suppose.
And there's just this very small, angry-looking rat.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're just trying to make sure. I was noticing.
I have you muted, so you don't have to do that to yours.
Oh, okay.
Yes, please don't mind the horrifying little No.
I still do because you sometimes are being
Okay.
picked up by my mic because we are so close together. Sorry about that.
So, yeah,
there was some echo problems that needed to be solved because we were in the same room.
Yeah.
Echoes.
What is her name again?
Girl,
Yeah.
number
Girl.
1.
No, 11.
No!
Anyway, so I'm just making sure that she's still okay.
Yeah, she's fine. She could use some food and drink. Besides that, she seems like she's all right.
Yeah, go in order.
Doggone it, I remembered it just as I found it. Yeah. Okay, so you guys are collecting that for her?
I will.
What
yeah.
is her
Okay.
name?
Adelind. Yeah. Allegia actually sees this and it's like, Adelind, what are you doing all the way out here? Allegia walks over. This is a woman with several scars on her body, a bit stocky. Either at the end of youth or at the beginning of middle age. Probably unsafe to guess. Yeah. So, yeah.
We are looking to provide the young one with something to eat and drink.
Yeah, of course. Hey, hang on just a second. I'll be right back. She eyes you guys a little bit.
I found her out in the woods near the fall. Giant spider had gotten her.
Oh my. Yeah, she immediately goes over to Adelind. Are you okay? Do you need rest? Yeah, I can put you up for the night and then send for your parents.
3 full beats. Giant spider.
Oh, yeah.
It could
Echo
summon
Woods.
mist and
Yeah.
could
Echo Wood.
cause a giant field of web.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Yeah, Echo Woods. Yeah. I see you've encountered a moon spider. Yeah, Echowood has some unique creatures lying inside it. But she turns back to Adeline. Oh, but you're fortunate he came along. What were you doing playing by there again? Your parents have told me your parents said they've told you not to many times. Adeline just looks embarrassed.
The Echo
Right.
Woods, is that the location of that the other ruin that we have been discussing?
Right, the spire.
Yes.
Joel's
Burb.
gone.
Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, spire. That's actually east of here.
Hmm. So,
Yeah.
all right.
It falls a little bit more northern than the spire, from what I recall. But here, let me. Here, I'll go cook you up something real nice, and then clear off one of the beds for you to sleep in. Don't worry,
Just press the shop button.
don't worry. And this is more towards you guys. This will be on me.
That is very kind of you.
Yeah. In fact, I can put you all up for the night if you want to. This one's been causing down a fair bit of grief.
Well,
That'd be
And
most
it's
kind of you.
It's
If
reached
you
all the way out
insist.
here. Well, I mean, if you were going to pay me,
This
I'm
is
just offering.
we were looking for a place to stay, yes.
And we will accept your offer.
that'd be most kind of you, Alicia.
Very nice. I'll prepare a place. Once I get Adeline some food.
Right.
All right, she leaves.
Pavla is still kind of in a huff.
I ignore the huff and go to check on my horse.
Your new horse.
Yeah, she's doing pretty well. She's been fed. Looks like she enjoyed a good night of sleep.
I attempt to find a brush to brush her.
There's one nearby. Doesn't seem like anyone's really minding it at the moment. Okay. So is there anything you guys wanted to do before nightfall?
Nope.
No? Anyone else?
We've been traveling all day, right? So,
Right.
Yeah.
there's
Not
a
that I can think.
good chance that we would want to turn in.
Yeah.
Just
Robin, you're
rest.
muted.
Although,
I'm
if
sorry.
we have a little girl that doesn't that needs to find her family, I mean,
It seems
think-
like Elegia knows her family, and in fact,
Sure.
and she is apparently attached to Thornkeep in some way.
right? Would it be advisable for us to contact the family immediately? The young one has been missing.
Who are you asking this to?
I,
Alicia.
probably Alicia, just since
Okay,
she
so she
apparently knows these people.
Yeah, when she comes back to give you guys your food.
Yeah.
Oh,
could-
yeah, if you guys are already headed into... Well, I mean, if you guys are headed into Thornkeep, if you could take her, that would be great. Her family... Yeah, her family own the orchard at the foot of the hill. It should be pretty easy to spot. And if you can't find it, then just ask around. People will know where it is.
Okay. So from where we are,
Uh-huh.
Thornkeep is roughly what?
Due
Is
east.
this in miles, the measurements?
I'm going to assume yes.
Okay.
That's 6
At least it's
miles.
better than the other map where it was a measurement like that and it just said miles without any numbers.
Oh. So it's roughly
It's roughly
like
about 8
6,
miles.
7 miles from
Yeah.
here to Thornkeep.
Yeah, about
Um,
7 probably sounds
okay.
about right.
But we go through the woods to get there, so it's not advisable for one person to go in.
I think
Right.
this is an actual road, isn't it?
Okay. So then we rest tonight and we take the child into Thornkeep in the morning? This directed at Pablo.
Sounds good to me.
Hmm.
Pavla's going to sit down at the bar, and if Alicia's not not busy, she's going to ask her, so, is there any news from Thornkeep?
Sorry. Yeah. Needed to take care of something real quick. This to Elegia?
Yes.
Nothing worth talking about, really. Just the usual rigmarole of things. You know how it is.
Right.
Really, really, Adeline there going missing is probably the biggest news we've had in a while.
Mm.
At what approximation do you think I shall reach the inn?
As soon as they're done with their stuff.
Ah.
Okay, that's all I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm going to be. I feel bad then because this was something. Miss Ford, is it advisable that we see it all to the doctor? He appeared well enough for someone who has just spent the past several days in the woods.
There's some clerics in town that you might be able to visit.
Yeah, I was actually asking Lucy if it was okay to if we needed to go check on him, or if he's going to be fine with his horse.
I mean, I'm sure he's fine. Might need. It would be good to check before you go into the ruins itself. But
Pavla's mouth curls into a snarl, and she says, "Make sure he doesn't run away again."
I meant
no. He always tells someone where he's going.
I meant less his physical condition. As I mentioned, it looks like he appears to be fine. I meant she taps her forehead.
Oh no. He's perfectly all right. He gets a little focused sometimes, and more and more lately. But it's perfectly in line with how he usually is.
Okay.
She gives a smile at that.
Just as he's all right. Very good, then. I will...
Give me sense motives.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Well, that flipped all the way back around to an 18 on a sense motive of 4. 22.
10.
What is her bluff? Okay. Okay, Pavla. She appears to be completely genuine. This is apparently just him.
I still don't like it.
Yeah, Magdalena, you pick up on the way she hangs on that this is happening more and more lately. She's definitely a bit concerned for him.
Yeah, she's not okay. He could be fine, but she's not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so...
You know what Pavla's going to say as much. I still don't like it. You shouldn't be running off like that.
Oh, he's out in the... stable.
Yeah, he's not hearing any of this. Well, we should just be, glad that he's back and we're together again, and we can get, hopefully, things back on track. I am sorry for losing the map.
Madeleine is going to lay her hand over Lucy's, and she's going to say, that's all right. I took good notes. We won't be able to replicate it, but it's not such a great loss as all that. I will take
Sex motive. No.
Thank you.
At this point, the doctor walks back in.
I will try to see that there are no more gallivantings.
Whew, I needed that. Ran out of cigs a day and a half ago.
And the horse is a good substitute?
Yeah.
No, he also had to smoke while he was out there.
She's just been huffing the horse.
Oh, that's why he needed to brush, to roll his nose.
So, Magdalena will push a stein over towards him. I got this for you. I know you prefer the stronger drink. I was just about to head up to my room for the
Thank you.
night.
In that case,
Alicia's gotten it ready.
In that case, at this point, Jing, you are now approaching the tavern known as Eligia's Crossing. It's a rather decent-looking establishment. Fairly sizable.
I shall.
There's even a horse outside.
There's even a horse. Brand spanking new horse
Looks
by
fine.
the looks of it.
Yeah, must be pretty. They must be pretty busy, you imagine.
Well, then I.
There's a whole horse after all.
There's a whole horse.
Oh, yes, a whole horse. Some of the hairs seems to be on fire slightly. I head into the inn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once in, I just make my way straight to the bar for now.
Okay.
Trying to get a general feel for the area.
1 second. Jenny Lou Black, thank you for the follow.
Yay!
Yeah, there's a fairly motley crew of people here. Some half-orcs over there, a few...
Wait, there's half orcs in here.
Yeah, of course.
I watch them.
You think these ones are traveling. Yeah,
Okay.
you haven't seen them in the town before.
Okay, I stopped watching them.
Yeah, the people here are pretty much... Yeah. For reference for Pavla, the people here are pretty much all travelers at this point.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems as though I lost their trail about a half mile out from the tavern.
Well, it's a pretty safe bet that she was headed for Thornkeep, though.
Roll me a perception check, Jing.
It's fine. Are you well? You look physically all right. Is everything?
Yeah, the spider never got to me, so I just still got the wounds from the other day, and haven't quite gotten the chance for a full night's sleep to get better.
The roll has gone awry.
If you need, I can. She starts fishing for one of the artifacts.
Did you actually lose anything there? No, you didn't.
Whoa. Okay, let me see. 17 and
24, jeez.
total 24.
Okay, the conversations in the bar are incredibly mundane, except for this one.
So I'm gonna pull out the bronze dish with it's got almost like Mayan looking etchings on it. And she's gonna set it out in the center of the table.
Pavla rolls her eyes. Totally not a sorcerer.
I'm afraid that no, I don't do sorceries. And she's going to run a finger along the edge of the bowl, and as she does, in the center of it, this golden, almost honey-like substance starts to pool up out from the center of the dish. And once it has filled a certain portion of the dish, she will push it towards the doctor. For what ails you?
Do I notice this?
Yes, you do.
24, yeah.
With a 24.
I'm trying not to react, but my eyes definitely widen at what I'm seeing here.
Thank you.
Um,
I used the last of my extracts fighting the thing and healing the
in that
girl.
case,
And he partakes.
make me a stealth check, Hannah. While everyone else make me a perception check.
How much HP do I heal?
It is.
So 14.
Let's see. I just want to make sure that I have their version of cure
11.
wounds correct.
Okay.
Boop, boop.
19.
So +1 per caster level, so 3 plus 5.
So used to having high perception.
No, I'm sorry, 3 plus 2 is 5. So 5 points of
What?
healing. And he indicated that he has wound damage, right?
No, I just have vigor
No.
damage.
Oh, okay. Then it'll go to the figure.
Yeah, he was just saying he didn't get a chance to get a good night's sleep, so he still has all of his vigor.
Okay.
Hannah, what was your stealth check?
14. A 9 plus a 5.
Monk.
Zen Archer.
Uh-oh, is she there?
She's died.
Hannah,
Oh, no.
did you forget
She's
about
died.
Sorry, I forgot that I have to.
Yeah.
Oh,
She pulled the bed.
okay.
I rolled a 14, which is a 9 that I rolled plus my 5 bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't.
Yeah, Joel. Yes. Yeah. 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 There. Yeah. As this is going on, everything is perfectly normal, except there is a half elf just openly staring.
No, a dwarf.
Or a half elf, a dwarf just openly staring. At this. Yes, a dwarf openly staring.
There's a half dwarf opening.
Half dwarf. Ah.
Come on, no, we've already got a quarter orc. We can't have a half dwarf.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Only half a dwarf, though.
We've got a racist rat in the party.
I'm not racist.
All right.
I believe your exact words were, "We already have a quarter orc. We can't have a half dwarf."
You guys are saying how we can't have too many fun races. Like, gosh.
I have
said nothing about this.
I brought a skeleton into the party, so.
Is it in the closet?
Well, I mean, that's a problem, too.
No, he's in my bag.
Nah. Alright, so Joel, you were gonna do something?
Oh, I'm going to try and signal with my eyes that we're being watched and make slight hand motions.
Do I notice these slight hand motions?
I was gonna say, is that like a sleight of hand with our perception?
I am not going to make you guys roll for that.
Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those instances where I allow the meaningful party gaze.
We
To
all
just
just
be
turn and
enough.
stare at her.
Yeah.
Well,
He is very clearly.
We're all now just staring at each other.
He is very clearly pointing his He's pointing his fingers and motioning with his eyes. And Jing, yeah, he's pointing at you.
Oh,
He
Well-
has noticed.
Well,
at that point,
I get off my stool, and how am I like relatively close to them? I'm assuming so, considering I could hear what they were talking about.
Yeah.
It's a tower and it's not that big.
Then I make a slight bow. I stand up from my stool. I make a slight bow, and address them. I beg your pardon. I did not mean to stare and disturb you. I was just a little stunned by what I had seen. I do apologize.
No, it is I who am practicing my strange arts in the open space.
Pavla, like, rolls her eyes, holds up her fingers, and makes the quotation mark signs, and goes, arts.
Forgive me. I did not mean to disturb. I know that it is not the natural order of things.
There is nothing to forgive. It was quite beautiful to gaze upon. It was intriguing.
Oh Lord, there's another. No, I'm kidding.
Might I inquire who you are? What brings you here?
Pablo sort of narrows her eyes.
I look down at the doctor over whom I am standing at this point.
We are artifact retrieval specialists.
Ah, interesting. There must be something fascinating around here.
Hmm. If the stories hold true, there are many fascinating things in these woods. Not the least of which withstanding a large smear that used to be a spider.
Sorry. A spider?
Of some strange quality. Forgive me, I am teasing my friend.
My name is Jing Yun. I come here looking for work.
What sort of work, Jingyun, draws you to this small and out of the way place?
You could say I am a retrieval specialist, of course, of sorts.
For whom and to what end do you retrieve?
It is a matter of certain sensitivities, I suppose. I would not bother you with such details, though I am looking for people who may assist me, if you would know anyone interested in such plights.
What plight do you speak of?
I am told there is a certain individual who has gone missing, and I need to find
a
them as soon
young
as
girl?
possible. No, not a young girl. A young man.
This town is full of disappearances, it seems.
Is that so? I had not heard of this.
So it would seem. A young man?
Yes, but perchance have you seen a young man around here, perhaps who does not behave like he belongs, or is of a strange...
I look down at the doctor and I'm like, not as young as he once was.
Ouch.
But perhaps young of spirit.
Pavla,
Quick note. Yeah,
turns. Oh, sorry.
quick note. Yes, you were informed that the last place this young man was seen was going to the ruins directly under the city. Or under the town you were just in.
Yeah, Pavla. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pavla turns to her and she says, "Does this young man have a name?"
I believe he goes by...
Gaharl Silver. Yes. Yes.
Gaharl.
I'll keep the family name out just to
Okay.
give the family some privacy.
Cool.
But I believe he goes by the name Gaharl.
At the mention of the name Gaharl, Pavla claps a hand to her mouth and is stifling giggles and laughter. Oh, that's terrible. Where did he get lost?
I am told he went missing within the city of Thornkeep, and his family is greatly concerned.
He just got lost in the city? That doesn't
Well-
sound right.
Well,
I would divulge more details, but I would rather keep the privacy of the situation as little as possible.
moreover, it seems reasonable to assume that he may have last been seen in the city, my friend. Since he is missing,
Well, I mean, it makes sense. He lives there.
That's
that does, yes, okay.
Yes, it brings some strange circumstances. But I come here looking for aid because I am told that the circumstances of his disappearance may require aid on my part.
Well, I'm afraid that we are only loosely speaking bound for Thornkeep. would like to be of assistance, but we are not usually investigators responsible for the finding of persons, although it seems that we have taken that on board lately.
How so?
Enter,
I just
enter
looked-
assassin. No.
Well, no, I looked down at the doctor again, and then across at the young woman who is eating at our table. Just a matter of coincidence, really.
I'm sure we could find some room in our time to help her out.
I-
Perhaps you say there is something taking you to Thornkeep. Perhaps we may have an exchange of services. As if you help me, perhaps there is something I could help you with.
As I said before, our skill set is not particularly suited to finding persons missing.
Well, maybe if we
also-
knew more about what the situation is, we would find our skill sets would be right down its alley.
We also have a business we have agreed to, my friend.
Yes. Real quick, team huddle.
Team huddle?
I'm going to grab...
That means X-nay.
I'll be at the bar then.
Do you listen in while you're at the bar?
Thank you. I'm going
I will try.
Perception check.
to retie the dish that I have.
6 plus 7 is 13.
Probably not.
Then I will order a beer.
What if Garl found another entrance?
I mean, that's kind of what I might have been thinking.
Do we know this Gahar?
Wasn't he the other guy who?
Yeah, he was in Hersturm. He was the third party,
Shiny
aside
man.
from Fat Man.
Oh, the Silver Crown group.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
He got back quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes me think maybe he found something that indicated that he should head in that direction.
Right.
Look, I'm just saying
Strange.
we have the notes, but we don't have the map anymore. Trail's gone.
For what it's worth, my read on him was that he was a very confident young man. It seems to me that, spurned by the contract being delivered to another party, he might have simply decided to enter the ruins of his own accord.
It's true.
That sounds like him.
I'm not saying it's not a risk, or it could be nothing, but
Well, if what we've heard of the ruins is true, there may not be much left of him to find.
Unfortunate, but true. But I mean, if this girl's contract is to just find him, then news of his death would be enough.
Sure, but we have no guarantee that, of course, that he went to the ruins specifically. And if he did find something, perhaps someone tried to waylay him as they waylaid us in Daggermark.
which then if we want to find them, good way would be to go after him.
Right, but we don't know where he is.
Well, she might have more information that we don't.
True.
Right.
Is this of interest to us, though, particularly? Side contracting is not... I would not argue with more money if that's what's on the table.
Neither would I, but I'm also saying maybe there's a chance he knew or knew, let's be honest, he knew something. I just feel like
There's
it's going
also
to
a
take us
possibility he might be in connection with the stolen map.
That seems unlikely.
But yeah.
Unless, of course, he was in Daggermark at the same time that we were.
That's entirely
he
possible.
Got back pretty damn quick.
And he did
Sure.
seem like somebody who would hire someone to steal something.
or even just be opportunistic enough to pick up on connection with the the job that he wanted anyway.
Look, I'm not saying it's a chance, but I'm saying maybe we could go take us a day to travel there, probably a day to try to spend a day trying to find this guy before we spend a week tramping through the woods using notes for when we used to have a map. Not that I'm
Right.
trying to disqualify your quality, I'm just saying I think that's the reality that we face.
If I may, I was led to believe that the map only led to a another entrance. There is an outstanding entrance, I believe, in Thornkeep.
Oh,
You probably don't want to go in that way.
Oh, why? If I may ask.
Well, it's just the way most people go in, and most people, don't come out.
is it?
No, but I believe it is the way that the mages went in and came out.
That is true, but
At least by the stories that I've heard.
Yeah.
Which means
I still think there's something fishy about the mages, though.
I don't deny that there probably is, but the options that we have available to us are, in my point of view, quite good. If we could obtain some kind of an interview with the what did you call them again? They are a guild of
Golden Fire Order.
Golden Fire Order.
Sure.
I doubt they would give any information to us.
But it's
No,
worth a try.
Yeah.
I mean, any information is good information for us.
I'm sorry, Caleb, but my impression
Yeah.
of them was that they were cagey mages.
Okay, a little bit.
I think that it could be worth our while to try and talk to them.
All right.
If you wish to seek out Gaharl in the town, I could always merely split off for myself and seek an interview with this guild.
That'll work.
Yeah, we're gonna head to town anyway.
Sure. I mean, first, of course, we want to take care of the young lady.
Right. So I'll take her back.
Okay.
Pavlov.
Now, are we splitting the party again?
It's okay. You're in town. It's fine.
Yeah. Why don't you see if helping out Dwarf Lady would be easy money?
I, for my own part, am never alone. But I don't think it is wise to split us so far that we don't have some kind of route. Yes, if Pavlo was to go, I mean, you know this town better than any of us, so I'm sure that you know the safest byways, but
Of course.
I would like to keep Lucy with one of us.
Lucy and me will make sure the girl finds her way back to her mother and father.
Right.
So
Keep
we'll
a
take care
close
of
eye on her.
Pavlo will keep a close eye on possibly our new friend, and Magdalene. And Magdalene, why don't you go and interview the mages?
Yes.
Just be careful. As I said, the Iron Jaws are based here.
As I said, I don't ever travel purely alone, so it's I'll be all right.
I was thinking more Lucy.
No, that's why I suggest that she go with one of us, and I believe the doctor offered to.
Right. Okay.
Cool.
As long as you're aware.
All right. So team huddle over.
I think it would be wise. So
right.
we intend to take this, or at least entertain the idea of this job with.
We can at least discuss it on the way.
Okay. It seems reasonable to me.
Robin, apparently somewhere underneath the table, you have a combat pad of some kind.
A what? A combat pad?
Interesting.
Something. I pressed Alt over the. I pressed Alt in the middle of the table, and it just popped up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that. Jeez.
Huh.
Oh! That was something I was using for the initiative thing initially, and I decided that it would be better to use the other thing.
Designed by Open Mind Games.
So anyway,
Wow.
we call over to the dwarf.
I approach at being called. So, have you come to at least a determinate decision of sort?
We're heading to Thornkeep anyway, on different levels of business, and and our friend here, or Pavlov, she's going to help you
Papa.
for a little while and determine whether or not helping you out full time is in our interest or not.
If you have genuine interest, I am willing to answer your questions.
Cool. Where was the last place this guy was seen?
I was told the last place he was seen was entering, I believe it is ruins beneath the city of Thornkeep.
Well, this is right up our alley, ain't it, folks?
Oh, that changes a lot of
That
things.
changes everything.
There's a substantial difference in our plans suddenly.
All right, new plan. We're very interested in this.
So, wait, so he went into the main entrance of the ruins that exists in Thornkeep? Yes?
Unfortunately, that sounds very much like him.
Is that what I was told, Caleb?
Yes, it was.
Yes, I was told he went through at least the known entrance.
Did he go
Well,
by
that-
himself?
I have to be
That-
careful, Aaron, because I'm starting to accidentally pick up on your accent.
That's what I
But-
meant when I was like, oh no, there's another one.
That further simplifies our course of action, I think.
Significantly. All right, we'll drop off our young new friend here, and then we are heading in there, and hopefully someone's already sprung all the traps.
I imagine after some light housekeeping, I imagine you still want to deliver the letter to the Baron and at least ask the mages about stuff first. But
Right, right. I have a
ask-
letter that I need to give to the Baron.
ASCII mages. But I mean, first, of course, girl. ASCII
Yep,
mages.
girl.
Right. So okay. So new
Yeah.
plan.
Grill,
We'll split
Baron, mages.
up. Baron, take care of the girl.
Baron.
You go talk to the
Oh.
mages, and we'll meet back in. I'm assuming there's a tavern inside this town.
I
Yeah.
need to pick up a friend
are-
also.
I was gonna say, what can be told by looking at Xing? Do you look like an ascetic?
A monk?
Aesthetic?
A monk.
Ascetic.
Oh.
A type of monk. Like, do you look like your garb? What does it tell us about you?
You didn't press the button.
What is the East called in this again?
Like, do you wear
you're
the
muted.
colors of some order? Do you?
As far as you can tell, my garb is pretty much just kind of a wanderer's garb. It does have elements from Tianxia, the Eastern lands,
Sure.
but there shouldn't be any notable like family or clan markings or anything that would put me towards a certain group. More like just someone with no particular place to not place to sit. A
Place to lay my head.
so to speak. Yes.
You also probably have a pretty large, very.
I will say,
pretty bow on.
Oh yes, and I
Yeah,
have a
Pavla-
very large bow.
yeah.
Not the hair kind, the arrow kind.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I was merely asking to see how likely my character would be to invite you to go to the mages. But if I can't, like, if you just look like a ranger, then
Yeah.
she wouldn't immediately jump to the conclusion.
What was that?
Yeah. You guys mentioned a tavern, if there was a tavern in Thornkeep. Pavla knows that there are, in fact, two. There is the... Yeah. There is the... the nicer inn, Green Forest Inn, and the one where people plan murders and robberies
We'll
called
go
the
to the
Thirsty
Green
Ogre.
Forest Inn. We'll go to the Green Forest Inn.
It's so called the thirsty ogre.
Which one
how
have
many
you been
times?
staying at, Jing?
How many times has the second one been burned down?
Well, considering how much gold I have on my person, I'm guessing I'm staying at the Green Forest.
Cool. Yeah, the
And
Thirsty
do
Ogre
they-
has gotten burned down, none, mostly due to the people who run it.
That's very impressive considering that the Rush Inn I used to work for here has almost burnt down 3 different times. And it's a nice place.
Mm-mm.
Almost is the keyword, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll drop the Baron off his letter, and I also need to pick up a friend.
Cool. All right. Break.
Oh,
Okay. So,
Pick up a friend.
yeah. You guys spend the night in Allegia's Crossing.
Yes.
Next day, you set off to Thornkeep. You arrive, and you arrive unharassed.
new map!
Oh, good.
How long does it take someone to travel that many miles? Hold on.
Well, the average human
that's-
being walks 2 miles in an hour.
Okay. So you guys get there
And
a little past midday,
It's
I guess.
road, which significantly speeds up walking time. I can actually give you the.
And
Hey, since I'm the
and
slowest part of the party, and I have.
you
Oh
arrive
wait, no, I'm not. I mean, since
from the Mosswater Road.
yeah, and since we're on a road that actually is considered to speed up time significantly. I'm looking up the rules now, but since we
In
have
that case,
horse,
under noon.
we can all at least move 30 feet because reasons.
Yes. So yeah, you guys arrive before noon. In that case, it is late. It is late morning.
Okay.
Yeah. On your way in, you actually On your way in, you pass a rather sizable mansion that just looks completely run down.
We can walk 3 miles an hour over standard land. So
Okay.
I don't know if you want to use. I've been using that it takes half as much time when you have a road, and that looks like a pretty good road. So it probably only took us about an hour to get into town, or 2 or 3, whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Well, it's not. Yeah, it's
I
like
have short legs, though.
Yes,
it's like
But we have a horse for you to ride.
It's like a 10 to 12 mile road. So that's probably a couple hours. You guys probably just left in the morning. So yeah, it's like mid to late morning when you arrive.
We probably left early in the morning.
Yeah.
All right. So,
And so yeah, you
so we're
guys
gonna
arrive.
split
in the
off into
morning.
our respective areas.
Yes, Pavla, you know exactly where the Baron is. He is in that big castle that's at the top of that huge hill.
I'm gonna start making my way there.
Making
Yeah.
my way downtown.
Do you leave instructions? Yeah. Do you leave instructions for everyone else?
Yeah. Watch your pockets and keep going.
Right.
So we come in along the Mosswater Road. And then
Yeah. Hold on.
Try not to
Pablo?
offend anyone.
Pavla, you know that the Fraston's orchard is pretty much as far south as you can go in this town.
so we would probably follow that road down since
Yeah.
that's how you get up to the keep too.
Okay.
The question is, how long would it take me to spot that there is a tower?
Oh, yeah, I can tell them where they're going. Like, I can tell them where the Mage's
Yeah.
Tower is.
Well, since you're on top of a hill, occasionally, as you're walking, you think you see flashes of green. And actually, in your mind, yeah, you actually, for an instant, see an image of a rather large green fortress with a large central tower broken off about halfway up, probably.
Oh.
Yes. And then you come to and realize you saw a vision as you looked south.
I just based on what I know, I have enough information to put together what that means. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll tell him where the Mage's Guild is set up.
Cool. The Mages Guild is... I'll find it in a minute.
34, unless I'm mistaken.
Yes, it is. Thank you. All right. The Mages Guild is way up there.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
So you're gonna take a right and then a left and then another left.
It's this really big, pretentious-looking building by the lake.
Yeah. Ooh, by the lake. Good.
Only marginally less pretentious than the big castle.
Does the castle look very pretentious?
No, the castle actually looks like it's in fairly ill repair, but it is still a castle.
Almost like it's trying to compensate for something.
Yeah. But it is still
Uh-oh.
a castle. It has walls. It would be hard for. It would be difficult for an army to just walk in.
Right. Hence, the idea behind having walls.
Right.
Nah, walls are just for decoration.
It's a very solid decoration.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So I will tell the others that we will meet at the inn. We're meeting at the Green Forest, is that what it's
The
called?
Green Forest Inn. Yes.
Yeah. The Green Forest Inn. And does that exist like in that main square thing?
Yes, it does. It is actually the long building, building 2, on the square there.
All right, so we will meet there sometime around.
So yeah, you guys probably go this way.
Right.
Cool. All right, so we will handle Pavla. We'll handle you first.
All right. So yeah, I make my way towards the Baron's house.
Yep. You go up the winding pathway, and yeah, you see a familiar face at the gatehouse.
Okay. I go towards the door.
She looks a bit bored until she sees you, and then she gets a big smile on her face. So she stops you at the gate. Hold it right there, Mousy. What are you doing? You think you can just walk in and steal whatever you like?
Of course not. I have an important message for the Baron.
Sure you do. What's that? You spill something on it? She was referring to the wax seal.
It's a wax seal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What's this chick's name? I forget.
Sergeant Zorda.
I need to write that down. Give me
Yes.
2 seconds.
You should ask her. What's your name again?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to deal with that today. Okay.
Agonize.
Well.
Sergeant Zorda.
Seems like you have some legitimate business after all. Well, it's too bad. It's too bad we started charging toll to get past the gates now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sense
Really?
motive. Sense motive.
You don't have to. She is blatantly lying, but she's expecting you to pay up anyway.
She seems like such a nice lady.
So hurry up and pay up, or I'm going to tell the Baron that there's vermin sneaking in.
I could do. Okay. What's my sleight of hand? Yeah. All right. How much?
How much have you got?
I pull out a satchel.
She starts reaching for it.
All right. I hand it to her.
All right. Let's see what you have in here. She empties it out into her hand.
It's a bag of marbles.
She tosses them off to the side.
You might want to pick those up. That could be a problem for somebody later.
You weaselly little rat. What? You and your kind. You, you honestly think that stuff is worth anything? Hell, what am I saying? You know very well what I'm asking.
Yeah,
Now
I mean,
pay up, or else Zorda! What's all this? What's all this then?
I get a huge grin on my face.
Yeah. A rather robust man comes up. She straightens up a little bit.
You might want to watch your
So-
step, sir. Zorda's just thrown marbles all over the place.
What? Marbles? Uh, uh, anyway, what's yes? What seems to be the problem?
I was
Zarda.
just sorry.
No, you can speak.
I was just here to deliver a message to the Baron.
Oh, we'd best send you in then.
Thank you, sir.
She refused to pay the toll, sir. The toll? Yes, the toll. Oh, the toll. Yes, of course. That'll be 5 silver. Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
What a miss. What a miss.
Robin's having a fun interaction with people.
She's being stonewalled.
Yeah.
She is a Jackson.
Nope. Stonewalled at the Stonewall.
Yeah. Quick sense motive check for me, Pavla.
Yeah. That's a 17 plus 6, so that's 23.
You get the feeling that this guy did not know that Zorda was trying this, but that he has been running, that he is perfectly fine with such schemes so long as he is the one that gets paid. He has no intentions of sharing this at all.
Of
He's
course,
just-
sir.
he's
and I give
recognized
him
an
5
opportunity.
silver.
He's recognized an opportunity to get paid and is going for it.
Of course, sir. And I give him 5 silver.
Oh, thank you. Open the gate, Zorda. Yes, sir.
How many silver is a
Is it
gold
gold?
piece?
10.
10.
Okay, so
Each increasing increment is 10.
Yeah. So Zorda begrudgingly goes to raise the portcullis. Thank you, Sergeant. You're doing a very good job over here. Thank you, sir. As you walk, he walks away, and as you walk past Sergeant Zorda, she gives you a death glare.
I smile
Yeah.
rather pleasantly at her and I wave as I go in.
Yeah, just you wait, Mercy. I'll get you and I'll teach you a lesson.
Looking forward to it. I salute mockingly and then leave.
Yeah, she gives you a quick salute of her own, and then she quickly checks to make sure the captain's not around before continuing it.
Be
Alright.
one pest and give me the bird.
Okay, so yes, you head into the castle. Yes, you meet the usual servant of the Baron and are ushered into him. Yeah. Once you are before Baron Turvin, I'll just provide a quick token over here in case anyone wants to know what he looks like. Once you are before Baron Turvin, he says, I must say I'm surprised.
Surprised, sir?
Yes.
I trust you got my employer's message.
Yes, indeed I did. Very well. What news have you brought me?
News from Baron Gunsch, and I hand him the letter.
You do not hand him the letter.
What?
One of the 2 armed guards near him sees you outstretch the letter, moves quickly forward, and takes it from you
All right.
to present to the Baron herself.
I let this happen.
Yeah. As she turns around to hand it to him, the other guard takes up position next to her, keeping an eye on you.
I put my hands behind my back.
All right. Very well. I shall remove this. Very good. All right. He opens the letter and reads it. Where are the others?
They're in town, sir.
Really? I would be most appreciative if you could bring them before me.
Of course, sir.
He narrows his eyes at you a little bit. Very well. You are free to go.
I bow lowly.
And then he he turns to one of the. Yeah, he turns to one of his guards. And let me make sure I have the right name here. Yeah. He turns to one of his guards. Cranston, make sure Cranston, please accompany our dear messenger out from the castle. And, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I get escorted out.
Zorda looks ready to receive you until she sees Cranston there. She backs away in a big hurry. And Cranston, for his part, gives Zorda one heck of a dirty look.
Should I write this guy's name down too?
No.
Okay.
Alright. Once you are outside the gates, he signals to Sergeant Zorda, and then speaks to you as the portcullis closes. We shall expect you back before the day is out.
Of course.
He nods and heads back to the castle.
Okay.
Once the portcullis is down.
Okay. Next, I'm going to head into the city to the storefront of Unor Barask.
Cool. We'll take care of that in a bit. Right. So next we'll take care of let's see, who was taking Adeline Fraston back home?
Dr. Devino and Lucy.
And Joel, you are back now?
He's dead.
He's dead?
Yes, I'm back.
Oh, okay. I thought he came back. Okay. You have taken her to Area 14. At the very south of Thornkeep. Yes. When you and Lucy arrive, you see some people working amongst the orchard trees. People that when Adeline see them, she actually starts running over to them. As she, I don't know are you guys going to try to keep up, or are you just going to meander over there?
I'm gonna meander over there.
Okay. Yes, you hear the vaguely distant. Yeah, she's a little bit in the distance, and you hear her cry for "Mom, Dad." The two people look up. and with a look of surprise on their faces. Before, yeah, and they appear to say something before running out, meeting Adelind halfway, and just picking her up in a great big hug,
Cool.
practically smothering the poor girl.
Cool. With that, we leave.
Yeah. Uh, um. Yeah, they are way too busy to take much notice of you.
Yep, we head to the tavern.
Yeah. Awesome. In that case, we will skip right on over to the Golden Fire Order. Magdalena, when you arrive at this place, um, this is a place that has the look of a place of magical scholarly pursuits, but is not. It's a little run down. Like,
Okay.
you get, yeah, they don't quite have the cash on hand to pay for a lot of this.
Okay.
But it is a fairly decent looking building.
All right. I will step to, and as long as there is no other noticeable way to obtain attention, I guess at first I will test the door to see, because I don't know if this is like an open establishment or if it's like a sort of place where you need to be invited.
No, you can try walking in.
Yeah.
You
Well,
walk
that's
in.
ominous.
Yeah, you walk in with no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Once you
So
are
they have
in,
like a foyer. Is there someone behind a desk?
yes, there is. In fact,
Okay.
there is a young man, and he stands quite reserved.
Mm-hmm.
States, "Greetings. May I help you?"
Yes, I am seeking information in regards to the ruins in this town. I am told that there was an adventuring party from this guild that recently made a successful
Uh,
endeavor there.
I see. I see. Adventurers looking to explore the ruins, are we?
There is an apparent disappearance that has occurred recently in this town. A Gaharl Silvercrown has gone missing and is
Oh
believed
no, how unfortunate.
to be lost in the ruins. I have heard many dangerous tales about it, but um,
Hmm.
in the spirit of returning him to his people intact, if possible, I would like to ensure that my group and I also return intact.
Well, I see.
And I mean,
Well,
like, there's like a fair amount of obviousness to it because, like, knowing that there was a potential danger in Thornkeep, she's wearing her breastplate and she's got the shield slung over her shoulder, along
yeah,
with all her gear.
yeah. Well, well, yes, Mistress Iliara Starkloak, I'm sure would be glad to see you. She is quite busy at the moment. Yeah. This is a place of magical pursuits, you
Uh,
see.
I see.
And so the business that takes place in here, uh, you might try to catch her at other times, but uh, yes, I'm afraid this is not quite the place for the average adventurer. If you take my meaning.
There's a crooked smile that comes out, and she says, "Well, if it is possible that I could make some kind of an interview, I am staying at the Green Forest Inn along with my group. We are under the auspice of
Mhm.
Devino and Ford Relic Acquisitions.
Mm. Hmm? There's a group of you.
We are a company, yes.
Hmm. Are there any? Yeah. Are there any mages in your group?
So to speak.
Hmm. Very. I see. I don't suppose you might be able to send them over to make an appointment.
Oh my gosh, so many
That-
appointments.
This is what we have done, in fact.
He raises an eyebrow. Oh, and then he suddenly realizes, I see. My apologies for not noticing it sooner, Miss,
Evonia.
Miss Sivonia. Yes, of course, we always have time for those inclined to the magical arts. There aren't many of us here. Quite a small place, and many of them dreadfully mundane. Again, I do dreadfully apologize. Excuse me one moment. He leaves for a little bit.
She's a little taken aback by that whole interlude and just shakes her head and like sets her pack down for a minute because she came as though that they were going to be adventuring.
Yeah.
So she is armed. She's got her mace. She's got the dagger. She's got her heavy crossbow slung on her back.
Yeah. All right. So, shortly after this, this figure
Okay.
appears.
All right.
Greetings, Madame Avonia. Welcome to the Tower of the Golden Fire Order. My apprentice tells me that you have come to Thornkeep in regards to the accursed halls.
It is true.
Good heavens, that's a look.
It is true, and I understand that your order is perhaps the only group to send a party in there that was able to navigate the ruins.
Well, I guess technically the Pathfinder Society came back out. No, well, yeah, most of them notwithstanding.
To the best,
We fared better. We fared better than those tryhards anyway.
That's what I was led to believe.
Yes, two rather promising mages of mine. They're out at the moment. Otherwise, I would arrange for you to see them. Pray tell, what schools of magic do you study?
All of them.
I am more interested, generally speaking, in the construction of items of magical portent.
Oh, of course, yes. We do not have an artificer, or a crafts person as of yet.
Why do I get this
We're still
really
dreadfully
strange
small.
feeling why do I get this really strange feeling that Magdalena is like leading her on in half truths?
Yeah. I don't know what you mean.
Oh, okay.
He's not playing in a cult class. What?
Yeah, okay. I get it. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, that is most intriguing. Come with me. I'll show you. I can show you the notes that they took from their trip down there. She leads the way back to what you imagine is probably her study. It has the most books.
You yourself, what sort of studies do you carry on?
She. Excuse me as I remind myself.
Mhm.
Yeah. She starts rummaging through. She starts rummaging through her papers and books, looking for something. Oh, I dabble in all of the various schools, although I myself have a preference for the evocation school.
Mhm. And how many are you? You are intimated to be the teacher here, but both you
Yes.
and the man out front said something about there being an exceptionally small number of you.
Well, yes, that's an unfortunate reality that just happens to come with the territory.
Quite frankly, I
I'm
am
afraid.
surprised to find any kind of a established order this far out. A school. I mean, I've only ever seen such establishments in much larger centers.
Yes, there's only about a half dozen of us so far.
Mm.
But
A
these woods are a place
curiosity.
of these woods are a place of curious magical energy.
A curiosity. Do you employ any diviners?
At the moment, no.
Mm.
Um, we have yeah, uh, my apprentice Timbor is following my footsteps. Tioask and Jerun are are a transmuter and a conjurer. The others, no diviners.
Mm. A pity.
It does make things quite difficult. We have to do a lot of the legwork ourselves.
In any case, you were saying that there were notes.
Yes. I seem to have. Oh, wait, here they are.
Mm.
She pulls out. Um, yeah, she pulls out. Oddly enough, one sheet of paper.
Okay.
Uh, Unfortunately, it seems that Tioask and Jairun have taken the actual report with them.
Do you have any
But
idea when
we
they
do
will
have.
return?
No, last I checked, they were seeing if they could. Yeah, they were seeing if they could study the area around the Emerald Spire.
I
They
see.
should be due back within a week, I would say. Um, but meanwhile, they left this. Uh, she hands you a scrap of an ancient scroll showing a
Oh.
picture of a door.
Oh.
Yes. Um, on this door, there is a ring of small circles in the center of it, with a scribbled note next to the highest circle that reads, Red Star? Jaren made that note himself when before they came back. That's known as the Door of Seven Stars. At least that's what we're calling it.
And this is how the ruins are entered and exited?
No, actually, that's what's preventing access beyond the second floor.
Ah.
Apparently, the ruins go even deeper than just 2 floors, but yeah, as
And
far as
your party made it to the second floor.
we made it to the second floor, but nowhere past this door.
And was,
Hmm.
out of curiosity, did you happen to encounter uh, any living creatures while you were there?
Yes, they fought a few. Yeah, they fought a few of your garden variety undead,
Mm.
as well as few molds, as well as a few molds, I believe. We were largely successful due to the great care that was taken.
I see. What
Once we
countermeasures did you provide?
were quiet, they were quiet, from what I understand.
Uh, is there a known population of further denizens within the ruins?
Not that we know of.
Hmm.
There's an old legend about some alchemist that lives down there. A bit of a bogeyman for the local goblins. She gives a little bit of a smirk. The Bramble Claw tribe. Don't imagine you've been to many towns that have goblins in them.
You'd be surprised.
Mm. Yeah, well, they're harmless little buggers anyway.
They have a story about this alchemist, too?
Yeah, like I said, he's their local bogeyman. Apparently, yeah, something about the man with half a face will come and steal you away if you're bad, or if you write down anything. He will see how smart you are and come take you for his experiments, stuff like that.
I see.
Beyond, yeah, but like I said, local legend. You shouldn't need to worry about that.
How immediately significant would the presence of the red star reference be to
No
someone
clue.
who's studied? Okay.
Actually, no, yes, clue. There is to someone who studied. Give me a knowledge history check.
14 plus 7, 21.
A 21. The number 7 corresponds with what are known as the 7 Aslanti virtues.
Mm-hmm.
The virtues I cannot name off the top of my head, but to give you an idea of what they are, when the Empire of Thassalon spun off from Aslant, their second set of rulers, the Rune Lords, perverted the 7 virtues into what we know now as the 7 deadly sins.
Ah.
So the number might be a reference to that.
Okay.
And just from contextual clues, you would imagine that each point of the star, as it were, would be potentially a different color. If the northernmost one is red, then perhaps there would be others that could go elsewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't quite remember what she looks at. She's like, don't quite remember what Jaren was getting at with that. No.
So there was some talk of it?
That was in his report. He did mention something about it being a lock of some sort, he believes.
It seems sensible.
But
yeah.
yeah.
Did this red star, is this some kind of was this when the door was located, it was there something here?
In that place?
Yes.
I don't actually know. I'll need to ask him when he gets back. I just kind of assumed there was.
If it is possible that you could hail our party when they return, I would very much like to collude with your
Yes, of
adventure.
Course. Yes, of
We are
course. Do you have any
staying
other...
at the Green
Yeah.
Forest Inn.
Good
No
choice.
questions that I think could be answered without the use of your men.
Yes, you may feel free to use our tower and its resources for as long as you're here.
I appreciate that greatly.
That includes all of our knowledge, our resting quarters.
Do you have any further information, perchance,
That would be...
on?
I do mean that would be you personally. Your party would still have to stay at the inn, though.
Of course. The information, though, you say, I've noticed that there is some small library here. Are there any tomes, any information that you have that pertain to the ruins or the nature of the history?
No, not very much. We've only just begun our investigations into those ruins.
I see.
The door was probably our biggest find.
Very good. Thank you for your time and the extremely generous offer. It may be that
course.
I will have the time to take you up on it.
Of course, please return. Any idea how long you'll be staying in Thornkeep?
No, not as of yet. We, as I said, tasked to find a man in these ruins. So,
Of course. Well, safe journey. Please hurry back. Look forward to conversing with you in the future.
I bow and then I will take
She
my leave.
stands and returns it. Okay. Alright, so you're off to the tavern then?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Meanwhile...
Back on the ranch.
yeah. Yes. Alright. Rob. Yes. Pavla.
Yes.
You have come to... Where is this man's... there it
Was
is.
it 19?
No, it's building 24.
Okay. I knew it was on that side someplace.
Yes. You come to a building that says Thornkeep Mercantile on it.
It is a familiar building.
Yes.
I need to sneeze. Give me a second.
Okay.
I was going to sneeze, and then I didn't, but a cough came out. That was very strange. Okay.
So you arrive at the Thornkeep Mercantile, and when you walk in, your boss, Yunar Barask, is currently tending. And looks up. Pavla.
I'm back, sir.
Yes, I can see that. I hope that this random excursion of yours has provided us with something useful.
Yes, I believe I've gotten us an inn.
In that case, come with me to the back. We can
I follow
discuss
him.
this in the proper office. Yes, he leads you down the secret way to his real office.
Yes.
Very well. Report.
Exposit.
Yes.
Plot.
I see. I wonder what that fool thinks he's up to.
Which fool do you speak of, sir?
The one upstairs.
So he's speaking of the Baron then.
Yes.
Okay.
You were right. You were right to pursue this. We should make all due effort to see what he is up to. Maintain your connections with these people. Keep me informed of what they find, and if you find anything that would be valuable, bring it to me. And if you find anything that he could find useful, destroy it, or find other suitable dispensation for it.
Of course, sir.
Hmm.
I look around the room. Do I kind of make a little whistle with my tooth to call a friend. Is he in here?
Yes, with a little scurry of feet. Your friend runs up to you, scampers up your leg and up your torso and down into your shirt and around out the sleeve and looks up at you with wide, beady eyes.
I make little kissy noises and give him a little pet on the head.
I made sure not to give him too much. He should be just as fit as ever.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for taking care of him while I was away.
He waves a hand. Of course, of course. Now I imagine you have other business to attend to.
Of course, I have a meeting with a certain fool.
Don't risk your life unnecessarily for this.
Of course not, sir.
I'd hate to lose an agent on some fool errand. If things look like they're going up, drop it.
I assume you meant down, sir.
Up in smoke was the phrase I was thinking of.
Of course.
Actually. You may go about your business.
I bow and I head out.
Okay. So, back at the tavern. Wait, what was Jing doing during all of this?
Well, everyone seemed to kind of already have an idea of what they wanted to do, so if it makes it easy, I could just be waiting at the tavern.
Cool. Yeah, let's say you were arranging lodgings.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. What?
What?
What? Am I missing something?
Well, I don't know what Magdalena's ideas for lodgings are right now, but Pavla has a house.
Yeah. Well, fortunate. Okay, so Dr. Devino and Lucy are the first to arrive. Jing.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Make
Do you
general inquiries of the success of their endeavors.
She found her parents. I don't really think that's what we wanted. First round's on me.
On my way back, I think I'm going to pick up another bag of marbles.
Cool.
How much bag?
Great. Okay, so
You are a robot now.
You both are robots.
that's
I'm not sure if I'm being contacted. everyone's
All right, everybody, stand by for technical difficulties.
No, you're not Robo.
For some reason.
I think
Okay.
I think Discord took a dive because
Yeah,
for
it
me,
did.
everyone went like
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, everyone died. Dang it, Discord, you had
Yeah.
one job to do.
Okay.
Everybody died.
Yeah. Glad we were all on the ball with that. Wow. Okay.
Usually it's
Yes.
just you two that go out, and then I was like, wait, I can't understand Hannah or Aaron.
Oh no.
It's pretty
Yeah.
bad when she's in the same room as you.
Yeah. So, yeah. Magdalena arrives next. I imagine there's the normal report. Right?
Sorry, I'm sorry. What was that?
All right. You arrive at the tavern next.
Mm-hmm.
Jing, Dr. Devino, and Lucy are already seated.
I will wave to them as I come in, and just move over. Have we proper accommodation set up then?
Yes.
Excellent. So it seems that the people from the Mages Guild who might have information are out on another expedition. There's little that I was able to learn, other than that there is a sort of there are undead to be expected below. Perhaps
We should buy some holy water.
could suffice, or and I tap my mace, and then also there is some talk of sort of a bogeyman. Apparently, there are a cadre of goblins who live in this town, and they have a sort of a story about a mad alchemist who takes goblins and into the ruins and experiments upon them. It's worth note, I think. And fungal mass apparently that provides some level of danger. The mages though they were able to reach a second layer of the dungeon. Apparently there are many floors, although they are locked below the second layer. So there's some kind of a door mechanism there. I did not learn much about it, but enough to know that there's probably some kind of an old Aslan system put in place to prevent outsiders from being able to descend.
Ah,
Good to know.
All right. So, Pavla, you make it back.
Yes.
Everyone
I'm-
else. Actually, could I have everyone make me a quick perception check?
Perfect.
Just for the fun of it.
10 and 7 make 17.
Nice.
I believe a natural 1 plus
5.
is 5.
Okay. Jing, the rat folk has 2 heads.
What?
No, wait. That's an actual rat sticking out of her collar.
What? What is... I do not... I do not understand.
What? Oh! I pull Rasputin out of my shirt. First order of business, allow me to introduce my partner in crime, so to speak. This is Rasputin. Say hello, Rasputin. He squeaks.
He is adorable.
Thank you. I put him on my shoulder.
Ah,
All right.
Second order of business. We have been summoned to the Baron's house. He wishes to have a word with all of us. Jing, I think it would be prudent if you came along as well.
Very well.
How does the Baron feel about weapons?
Caleb?
he's fairly unconcerned, particularly when he has his bodyguards around.
Okay.
It should be fine.
All right. In that case,
Fine. We'll go see the Baron.
Fantastic.
Uh,
I lead the way.
Yep, so you guys head over there. Okay, when you are approaching the castle, you see two figures, one standing, one kneeling on the ground. As you get closer, you see a rather large-ish, stern-looking male human. He is the one that's standing, and a not very friendly-looking human woman. On the ground, she appears to be picking up something.
Oh my, is she picking up marbles?
As a matter of fact, she is. Cranston's like, yes. Pavla, you recognize the stern figure as Cranston. I don't know what sort of ship Captain Tarth thinks he's running around here. But I want this. But the next time something like this happens, I am going to have one of you people's. Ah, good, you're here.
Yes, sir.
Very well. Come with me. Sergeant, Sergeant? I've taken note of where all of these things are, and I expect them to be all gone by the time I return. And may the gods help you if any show up in the future.
The doctor is definitely smoking, and this particular brand smells of cinnamon and holly.
Yeah. Actually, he sees you. Takes
You?
note of your... Yeah, he seems to take note of you and the sword on your back. Are you leading the party, or is Pavla at this point? Like, who's in front?
I imagine Pablo's in front, and I'm following up the rear. I
Yeah.
have to come along, but I don't want to be there, but I'll intervene if I have to.
Yes. You notice that the entire time he was speaking, he was squaring himself up directly at you.
Pablo raises an eyebrow.
Like, he's not challenging, but he's making it very clear that he is not going to be the one to back down if that's going to be a thing.
I continue heading towards the castle.
Yeah, he leads you all in. Yeah. Once you are in the room with the Baron, he takes up position a bit in front of and off to the side of him, and maintains attention with one hand on his sword. The Baron remains seated. There you are. And your names?
Pavla steps back and allows the party to speak for themselves.
Dr. Franklin Deveneaux.
Hmm. Lucy Ford.
Xing Yun, with a small bow.
He raises an eyebrow. And you?
Vanya.
Very well.
Ah,
It seems this is the group that were sent to me. Hmm. Very well. I am satisfied that you are indeed from Baron Gunch. I bid you welcome to my city. Pray tell, what do you think of it?
Pavla looks at them.
seems fine.
It
Mm.
is a pleasant sort of city.
Yes, he looks over again. Baron Gunch made no reference to a dwarf among you.
We have made a contractual obligation after arriving.
Hmm.
A fellow adventurer seeking to bolster our numbers.
I
If this
see.
is acceptable
Hmm.
to everyone.
Yes, this is quite acceptable. Hmm. I am satisfied on that front. Tell me, are any of you the leader of this expedition?
Curiosity question: has he been referring to Gunch as a baron?
Yes, he has.
Okay.
Um, the doctor will raise his hand.
Yes. Okay. Very well. I have something I would like to discuss with you. If the rest of you would please wait outside.
Pavla narrows her eyes slightly.
I actually, before deferring to the baron, I will look to the doctor.
As the new member of the party and being referenced to by this character as not being expected, I am rather indifferent to the circumstance.
Yeah, no, like, okay, yeah, I wait for Devino to say to go or not to go.
Mhm.
And if Devino is talking, I will indicate that he's probably muted.
I'm not. I've just been thinking about how he would respond to that situation.
Okay.
It's fine. Just keep an ear out.
Mathrad.
Nods.
Yeah, Mathrad. He turns to his other bodyguard behind him. Yes, please see our guests outside and provide them with refreshments. Yeah.
All right.
She motions for you to follow. Outside the room.
I follow begrudgingly.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll make sure that wherever we are, since like I don't necessarily trust anything that's going on, I will make sure that I'm close to Lucy.
Yeah. Okay. Once they are out of the room, he turns to he looks at you, Dr. Deveneaux, and states, I'm going to be a little bit frank with you, Doctor. This city, as grand as I have made it, it could be grander still, except that there are several elements that need dealing with. Unfortunately, I do not have the power to do so. These thieves, these mercenaries, all imagine themselves to run this town in some way or another, and fail to recognize where the true power lies. Now, I would request, to that end, I would request that while you are here, anything of interest you find down there that might assist me in that does not have to go directly to Baron Gunch, that would be... If you could bring them to me first, I would see that you were appropriately accommodated. I would not dream of interfering with the job you have undertaken for him. I'm merely asking if you would be interested in something on the side.
Maybe. I make no promises. I've got plenty of my own buyers who are interested in stuff I find.
But how many of them hold positions of power? You would do well to make yourself some friends in certain circles, Doctor. Very well. I won't ask you to give me a definitive yes. I will merely extend the offer. But consider it carefully.
Yeah. Anything else? He is really taking on the nub of the cigarette.
Yeah. Keep a close eye on your ratfolk companion. She is of this city, and thus perhaps, like the city itself, holds a few secrets within herself. I cannot say that she is definitely more than she lets on, but I myself trust very few. He looks rather pointedly at you. Hopefully, you prove to be someone I can trust.
With that, he throws down the remaining nub of his cigarette, blows out a final puff of smoke. All right. Is there anything else you need?
No, that is all. You may go.
Thanks.
Yeah, his remaining bodyguard, the one that showed you into the castle, looks very tense. He clearly wants to follow you out, and or pick up these cigarette stub you just dropped, but his duties prevent him. All right, so yeah, you go back out. Yes, everyone else, you have been served a small plate of fruit while waiting for them to finish their private conversation.
No cheese. What kind of a castle is this?
Dare I ask?
Hey-o. Okay.
Is all well?
It's definitely not a goot one.
Mm.
A good one. Haha.
Is all well, Doctor?
Yeah, it's fine. We'll talk more later.
Right.
Is our business here concluded then?
He walks over, takes a bit of fruit. Yeah, I think we should be good. Let's get the final preparations together. We head in early tomorrow.
All right.
Right.
Pavla looks excited.
Yep. The lady standing guard with you shows you out, and I assume you go about that business. So,
Ta-da!
what are you guys all doing?
So after we get I'm gonna want to talk to Magdalena, afterwards.
Cool.
I'm going to bid them adieu for the night, and I'm going to head back to my house.
Cool.
And I'm probably going to be boring and just retire as well. I really have no reason to be part of the
Sure.
conversation.
Sure. Lucy also heads to bed early.
Does the Green Forest Inn have locks on the doors?
Yes.
Excellent. On the windows.
Yeah. Funny. Yeah. Funny thing. The Green Forest Inn. Yeah. No locks on the windows. Funny thing. The Green Forest Inn has locks on the doors, but Eligia's Crossing didn't. Huh. Weird.
So the windows here, though,
You can
Make
shut
a-
them and
make a
place.
strange point of securing them
Yeah.
a little bit too much.
Yeah, it's like they got a crude little area where you could put like a bar or something to
Yeah.
shut them off.
Yeah.
Only about 2/3 of the bars are remaining.
All right. Even if it has to be makeshift.
Yeah.
I'm just like I want to put in place the assumption that at the very least I will have helped to secure whatever room Lucy's staying in.
Cool. Yep. You have done so.
Right. I am sitting in the common area, probably, poring over the notes that I took of the map and doing my best to continue my reconstruction
I'll walk over.
from memory and from my notes.
I'll walk.
Okay.
Sorry, filter keys was freaking out on me because shift is my push to talk button. I'll walk over with a mug of ale in my hand and another one for Magdalena and put it before.
Many thanks, she says absentmindedly, and like her hand roves around and it's doing the fishing thing where she's not looking enough to actually have seen where you put the thing.
He'll pick it up and put it back in her hand.
Yeah.
Can I
and she'll
get your attention for a second?
cradle it. Yes. What is it?
This Baron, he's dangerous.
Dangerous how?
He's weak, and he doesn't fully realize it.
Oh.
He realizes in part, but I don't think enough. He told me, frankly, that he thinks that the other factions of the town think of themselves as above their position, forget that he's the true power. And he tried to hire us to directly sell to him any artifacts we find in addition down there.
Did he make any sort of intimation as to the kind of compensation that he could provide?
No.
Mm.
Do you think he will try to seize what we bring out?
I don't know. He knows that his position's weak, and that's what scares me. Somebody who would actively ask for help in I don't know, feeling I got. He needs us. And if he needs people like you and me to keep this show together, that's not a good sign.
His men did seem like they loomed a little close.
People like that, look, pure tyrant, he knows he controls everything. Good leader, completely weak man, he knows his position. Him, he has just enough power to be dangerous. He can taste it, but no, he doesn't have everything. That scares me. I've had to deal with men like that before.
Okay. I mean, I've tried to be wary. I don't know.
No, I want you to know. Keep your eyes open. He could be a problem.
Everyone here could be. As close as we are to Olaslant, if that is what we are, there is much danger to be had. You don't live close to that without repercussions.
It's fair. Just hate getting involved in politics.
Then let us stray away from politics.
he
if
very
I
much
may-
he very much raises a glass to that.
if I may, as politic as we can get, perhaps we'll be as politic as we got in Daggermark. If needs be, we protect ourselves first, foremost, and last.
Yeah. Speaking of which, given my previous statement, I don't know how trustworthy it is, but he may have implemented that Pavla isn't fully to be trusted. Not that we didn't know that already.
She herself admits to her criminal proclivities.
Yeah.
I will trust her as far as we need to.
It's a figure of speech.
We'll trust her as far as we can throw her.
I can throw people pretty far.
I was gonna say it's a pretty good distance.
Well, I am pretty light.
she's light boned. No. I am aware. I have not forgotten my previous statements, and though she has been faithful so far, it is not against anyone's nature to turn in a moment of desperation.
Yeah, that, and I don't think it's been in her best interest so far. We haven't seen a moment where whatever she wants comes against the group.
To be fair, we don't know what she wants.
Yeah, that's also part of the problem. And now we got this new stray.
Seems straightforward.
Yeah,
But
seems like
it never is.
seems like a rat catcher like the rest of us. Never know.
I heard that. No.
I saw the essay on the board. I would be willing to believe that she's in it for the money.
Good. Money I can trust. People being after money, at least you know where they stand.
She looks like the rangers you see, the hunters that we met in Tristram. But there's something different about her bearing.
Yeah, she carries herself straighter.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about it that's odd to me. But yeah, I mean, we could use an extra pair of hands down there.
That's what I was thinking at this point. If these things are as dangerous as it sounds, going in as with as many people as possible would not be a bad thing. What do you think we should do to protect Lucy while we're down there?
I think I don't know. I don't think she should come with us. But if she
Yeah,
doesn't,
me neither.
then there's nothing that we could do if she was in trouble. I don't know. I don't know what is best. If
Tell her to stay in
if
her
Pavla knows of
room with her.
something that could be safe, perhaps I might be able to convince that order, the Golden Fire. They might be willing to take her, which they seemed to be intent on only others involved in arcane pursuit entering, but it may be that they may be convinced for a scholar.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What was your read on them? What was your read
Other
on
than
them?
that, the best that we can do, I suppose, is to sequester her somewhere here. She will be
The mages.
as in danger as the rest of us, unless you want to bring her down, but that will not be any safer.
The mages. What was your read on them?
Eager. Incredibly eager. And I'm not sure. They were rude, to put it mildly, until they found out that I intimated that I had some magical proclivity, some mysticism about me. They didn't. They took it at face value, though. They let me in immediately thereafter.
Ah,
No,
at that case, I'd probably be able to deceive them.
I don't know how far I would push it, but maybe they will allow for some defense of our compatriot. I don't know.
All right. So far we know there's the mages, there's the
Yeah.
baron,
Yeah.
there's the half orc, there's the
Yeah.
goblins, and I think something about a ranger guild, maybe.
I don't know about the Ranger Guild, but I did.
There's also a really big barbarian camp outside.
The board that I mentioned. It belonged to a mercenary company.
No, maybe that's what I overheard a
They
few
seem
things.
fairly substantially. I mean, they can offer bounties, so
Yeah.
they've got to be fairly well to do. You don't. I mean, you don't get to be in the position to hand out the money unless you are in a fair state of power. Not in this line of work.
That's true. Anyway, when it came to the Baron, I never refused his offer. I said we would consider it, but I had other buyers.
A desperate man worked into a corner. It could be dangerous, yeah.
Admittedly, I'm not a good liar. I figured a half commitment was the best I could do.
Mm.
'Cause maybe I will sell him some stuff. Maybe I won't. I just... Some about him reminds me of some bad people.
All right. I mean, so far as I can, I'll keep an eye out. We have not had a stellar reputation with authorities of late.
No, we haven't. I don't want to make him an enemy, but I don't want to be on his side either.
Yeah, I understand. I won't. I will not push for anything. I will make sure that that our own stay as safe as I am able to.
Thanks. Any other counsel you have at the moment?
No, not that I can think of. There may be information that comes from Daggermark. I hired someone to see into the matter of the theft.
Oh, all right.
They know.
Make sure you file an expense report with Lucy.
Okay. I don't mind the money that we got for the job is covering it so far. The
All right, only a partial refund then.
it was my own maneuver, so I don't mind
That's fair.
absorbing that cost. I had hoped perhaps to find out something about the accomplices, since the horsemaster seemed to suggest that the thief rode out with a party of some kind.
Yeah. Can't believe I lost their trail.
Yeah, well, you guys stayed in town and mostly did a... Yeah. I will say the captain in Daggermark you guys were with did question him, and she apparently rode out with a group of tieflings.
Oh.
This
Well.
is not 4th or 5th edition where that is a default race.
Yeah.
This that reduces the chance that Gaharl was one of them.
Significantly so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think anyone would have described him as devilishly handsome.
Oh, come on. He's the spitting image of Lucifer.
Those devilish good looks.
I no. Actually, you say that, and she like dips her head and like rubs her nose a little, and she says, "Sometimes devils wear a different skin."
Yeah, I know.
Boopy.
Ooh.
All right. Well.
It's a mess. In the morning, we will do what we do best.
Yeah. You need any help with anything, or just try to get some extra sleep?
I'm going to pour over the notes for a little bit longer. I don't think that I will be able to replicate the map at all, but maybe enough clues are here that I can allude with some locals, perhaps find a pattern of the streams. Maybe someone will know something.
All right. Sounds good. Don't stay up too late.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I think one thing. I think the doctor would have asked Pavla before she left if there was a cleric in town who she could buy some holy water from.
Yes, Brother Eldrast, a priest of Gorum.
Cool. Being the merchant, he would ask her if she could try and pick up 3 to 5 vials, and he'd pay her back.
Sure. I go do that.
Sure. Yeah, he is easily able to supply you with holy water, particularly once you explain that you wish to fight things.
With fight zombies.
Fight zombies, yes.
All right, how much is that?
It's always nice to see other people taking up the faith.
Of course! I put my symbol of Avadar in my shirt.
Yes. So, yeah.
What's he a priest of?
Gorum.
Oh.
Yeah. He's like, what? You want to fight things with the water? Yes, have all of it.
I'll throw in an aspergillum for free.
So how much holy water is that?
That depends. How much gold do you have and how much are you buying?
How much did you want, Joel?
I asked if you could get 3 to 5 vials. If you could get it 3, depending on the price you could get.
All right, what price can I get, Caleb?
Well, hold on just a minute. Let's see. Confounded. Okay. Okay, normally it's 25 GP, but he is so ecstatic that someone has actually bothered to come and ask him for stuff to actually go into the halls with. It's like, for you, 20 gold pieces per bottle.
Well then. Okay, so if I want to get 5, that would be 100 gold. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm mathing correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he hands them over to you, takes the gold. It's like, make sure to give them one hell of a fight.
Of course, sir. And I do the thing where I kind of punch the side a little bit.
Yeah. He returns it a little too hard.
Ow.
Oh.
All right. Ow. A bruised rat returns to you and hands you the holy water.
He would have expected you to. He would have explained, like, just bring it with you tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
The next morning, a bruised rat comes.
So it's getting pretty late. So do we want to call it here?
I'm
I just want to
sorry.
can I take care of a couple more things?
Oh, yep, that's fine. You're the one who has
Yeah.
to get up the earliest.
Yeah. Yeah. First off, yeah. Who were you going to go see about? Who were you going to go see about keeping Lucy safe first?
I have a house.
Oh.
And I assume it has pretty good locks.
Yeah.
We hadn't
Is
necessarily.
that a correct assessment, Caleb?
Yeah, it's a correct assessment, but it was Magdalena's responsibility, and she had a few options. So
Yeah, no,
she was either going to ask Pavla, or she was going to head to the Golden Fire Order, or maybe even to the Baron. We don't know.
Yeah, I think only loosely did we have the idea that Pavla had a house. So I think first she would have gone to the Golden Fire Order to see if it was possible for a scholar amongst our number to be boarded there. With the insinuation that she might be able to glean something from the texts that they had collected that would be able to help us in the future.
Yeah.
And that she knows virtually as much as I do, and that she would be able to, if the party should return early, be able to collude with them on our behalf as thoroughly as I would be able to.
It's a little bit unusual for us, but a bit, yeah. They respond with, it's a little bit unusual for us, but if she's working directly for you and researching on your behalf, this town is quite dangerous. I believe I can make space to accommodate her.
It would be greatly appreciated.
Cutting out a little bit there now.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
Is this better?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Much.
If it is at all possible, it would be of a great service to us, and I would feel much more comfortable if she were somewhere safe.
No, trust me, I understand. We all have our, yeah, we all have things we want to protect, and we have to find the safest places to put them. Don't worry, we'll take good care of her.
Thank you. I do deeply appreciate it, and if hopefully she may be of any service to you as well. As I
Yeah.
said before, she is a well-studied individual, and
Yeah. Quick sense motive.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow. Boop. Oh well, that looked like a 16. That is a 1.
She has no ulterior motives at all.
No.
How does a 1 look like a 16?
Well, from the angle that I rolled it, in the tray, it looks like it's cocked, but
Oh.
if you
Yeah.
mouse over it, it shows you what the showing face is.
You can, in fact, hold the Alt button. It'll show you the top bit of the dice.
Ooh,
Mhm.
fun.
Yeah. But like, if you mouse over it too,
Yeah.
it'll show you the number that
Little
It is
fun.
fun to look at the dice, though.
Okay, so yeah, they're putting her up.
Have that
for-
one stare you right
there.
in the face.
Okay. So, was there anything else you guys wanted to take care of before heading into the dungeon?
The diggity dungeon.
I think the thing with Lucy was the only thing.
Okay.
That I can remember anyway.
All right. With that, you guys.
And I
make
wanted
your
to
way-
give the doctor the holy water.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. Dr. Devino now has 5 vials of holy water. All right. With that, you guys make your way to the north of Thornkeep. To point 38. This is a place that you guys haven't quite seen yet. It's at a side of the town you haven't been on. On the north face of the hill, there's an enormous cavern kind of carved into it. And partway into the cavern are 2 rather ornate columns flanking a large rectangular opening into the side of the hill.
Here we go.
Yeah. Yes. You enter into a hall. This large hall is held up by a number of carved columns. Directly ahead, a doorway is sealed with stone blocks, and in the center of the floor, the flagstones have been pulled up, revealing a staircase leading downward. The stench of rotting meat hangs in the air.
Trap sense! What? No.
And you guys are... Right.
Thus, the adventure.
I will
at least
add
for
one
my
more-
character
yeah.
begins.
Yeah, I will add one more note. Magdalena,
Hmm.
you get a quick glimpse of a winged creature, you think. You
In
blink
the-
and it's gone.
Okay.
Nothing could possibly have been there.
Sure. When you say winged creature, do you mean inside of the
No,
dungeon,
just right.
or
yeah.
before we go inside?
Nowhere in particular. You just thought you saw one.
Okay.
You distinctly recall seeing wings of some sort.
Sure.
But no, nothing could possibly have been here.
Yeah. So
Feathered wings?
hand goes to weapon really fast,
Hmm.
looking up, and then dismissing the
Or
thought as paranoia.
bat wings?
Yes. Either paranoia or a minor vision. You're not quite sure.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Sorry, just wanted to get you guys into the actual dungeon before we stopped.
That's fair. That's fair.
Figure we could stop with the introduction of dungeon itself and then get started right in the first room.
Prevent you guys from possibly trying to slow this down anymore.
No, I just thought that was a good dramatic placement for
No,
it.
it was. It was.
What?
I'm joking.
I kept trying to get us there.
Yeah. And you guys did. You got there in 4 sessions.
4 sessions.
Yeah, you got there in
Only
4
took
sessions.
us a month to actually get to the start of the dungeon.
Hey, it only took me 1 session.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hannah's doing well.
Bonus XPs.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
That means we
Right.
averaged
Oh, wait,
we
that's right.
averaged 3 sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah. That reminds me, or at least Joel. I don't know if all of us get XP for it, but we did a quest.
Yeah.
We brought the girl back.
Yeah. There wasn't too much going on here as far as official side quests, but there were a few minor things that happened that they can award some experience for. So, let's see. Robin, thank you for enduring that whole session with the guards and parting with some of your money. That was an actual encounter I had planned out specifically for her. Yeah, you guys didn't really do any too much official encountering, so I might just hand out some bonus XP. So yeah, go ahead and take 100 bonus XP for that whole situation.
Okay.
Yeah, Joel?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, there is no actual official EXP award for successfully bringing the girl back, so go ahead and take 100 for seeing it through to the end as well.
Yay!
All right. What else happened this session?
Ugh, my XP didn't save properly. Give me a second.
I
oh no.
caused Zorda to drop marbles on the floor. That was fun.
Yes, it was.
I award 10 fun points. So where everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Yes.
Where do I put my fun points on my character sheet?
It's Calvin Ball.
Ah, nice. That is essentially what I'm playing, isn't it? I just have to make up. Whew.
Oh, dingus dang it.
Oh, right. Magdalena for getting, for going to the mages and properly ingratiating herself to them, sort of. At least they think that's what it is. And in particular for getting to see that bit of the scroll, go ahead and take 100 bonus experience.
I don't remember how much
And
I
you know
had,
what?
so I just gave myself 3,500 base and then 200 more, because that's
Okay.
the partial I would have been at.
Cool. Yeah, and everyone take 100. Everyone gets 100 more bonus experience for going along with this pre-dungeon thing I planned out for you guys and doing a lot of really good role playing all throughout.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you, Hannah, for joining us
You're
this
welcome.
first week.
I'm glad I could. This is fun.
Yeah.
Just wait until next week where we have to start doing math.
Yay.
Wow.
Yep.
This isn't dragons. This is math.
Unfortunately, I am good at math, so hopefully that won't be too bad.
Yeah.
Also, rules. Don't forget about the rules.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Yes. But I have time.
All right. Oh, Hannah.
Oh, Caleb.
Yes. Something that I made a little bit. Yeah, something that I asked everyone else about, and they were okay with. While you guys are in the dungeon, basically for every room you walk into, I offered to roll perception and stealth for you guys rather than require that you say that you're doing it.
Oh, that is good.
Uh,
That is a good plan.
Guys, we actually have someone who's real good at stealth now.
yeah.
True. I do have good stealth.
Whee!
I was like, Robin has. Yeah, I think Robin has good stealth. She just hasn't
I know.
rolled.
I was
Rolled
just
it
being.
ever.
I was just being teasing.
Okay.
I think
think
Hannah
Hannah's-
may actually beat her because she doesn't have an armor check penalty.
Um,
In pure numbers, Robin has one higher than her, but Hannah does not wear any armor.
actually, hold on.
I don't have.
Only one higher?
I don't have an armor check.
Oh
penalty.
wait, no, never
Do I?
never mind. I forgot I was at 5. I was originally looking at something to boost it up to 7, and I didn't go with
You
that route when
have
I helped her build
Masterwork
that character.
studded. You have Masterwork studded leather. That is a penalty of 1 max. So
Yep, it was.
yeah.
No, it's just I for some reason I thought she had 7 instead of 5. That's my bad.
Okay. Yeah. She definitely has the best perception of the party.
I do.
No.
Oh, Hannah does.
Yes,
Hannah does.
Hannah, but
I was going to say that's gonna be very bad if
Yeah.
I have the best perception of the party.
surprise, the wisdom-based character has the best perception.
Yep. All right.
That's weird. Isn't perception based off of intelligence?
No, it's wisdom based.
Yeah, it's wisdom.
I'm
Oh. Okay. Yeah, we are getting tired. We're beginning to lose track of everyone's sarcasm.
Oh Lord.
It was specifically directed at Joel. 'cause we had that conversation when I was up.
Okay.
About how perception should actually be based off of intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also we had been playing. I was showing him a system that I had recently found because of Kickstarter that I thought was really really cool, and in that game,
So good. All right, I'm gonna
perception is
I'm gonna
based on.
I'm gonna kill the recording real quick. So
Yeah.
thanks.
Bye,
Good night,
guys. Thanks for
everyone.
joining us.
Bye.
Good night.